The U.S. men's national soccer team brought their backups to the CONCACAF Gold Cup tournament, but that did not stop them from having an outstanding run to the final match. It didn't end the way they wanted, but they're hoping the tournament laid the foundation for next summer's World Cup. A 2-1 loss to Mexico in the final was a tough way to wrap up the 4th of July holiday weekend, especially since the Americans scored the first goal, and they looked to be in good form. Mexico answered later in the first half to take the match to halftime, even at a goal apiece. There were some controversial moments in the second half, a clear handball by a Mexican player that should have been a penalty kick for the U.S. The referee said it wasn't intentional and thus didn't call the foul, but U.S. head coach Mauricio Pochettino didn't hold back in the post-match press conference.
And it's not about to cry, it's not about to complain, it's not about to put excuses in the different things, but I think we can continue talking. For me, it was embarrassing to see that situation, and it's a shame.
The game-winning goal by Mexico was also frustrating for Pochettino and his players. The header by Edson Alvarez was initially disallowed for offside, but after a VAR review, the goal was deemed good. Controversy aside, after 4 consecutive losses in friendly matches heading into the tournament, the U.S. completely turned things around. They won 3 Gold Cup group stage matches and then 2 elimination matches to make it to the final, all without their best players. Pochettino believes his team has discovered their identity.
But the most important thing is to have our head up, because I think the tournament was fantastic, and I think keep going. That is in the way that we want to build our journey until to the World Cup. And in this way, I have no doubt that we are going to be really, really competitive and going to be very difficult for the opponent.
Adding established national team stars like Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, Anthony Robinson, and Serginho Dest can only help next summer. All of them and several other national team regulars decided to skip the Gold Cup to rest or play for their professional clubs. A month ago, former Team USA legend and now soccer analyst Landon Donovan called out those stars for skipping the tournament, saying they needed to take more pride in playing for their country. He had a more positive spin Sunday night after the loss.
So to get to the final and put in a really good effort against a good Mexico team was a positive, although it hurts to lose. And we don't ever take solace in losing, but I think it was a big stepping stone for this team.
The U.S. will have 2 friendly matches in September to see where their progress stands before learning their World Cup draw in December. The question is how Pochettino will reintegrate those big-time stars into a group that took several steps without them over the last month. Pochettino didn't want to talk about the missing guys Sunday night, saying he wasn't going to make excuses. He added that he and his staff were people that are very open. The players that deserve to be on the team will be there next summer. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Chris Francis.